So I have been laying in bed for the last like 12 million hours. You know, give or take a few. Hey, what's up guys? My name's Olivia and welcome to my channel. Never say that again. My name's Olivia and welcome to my channel. Today well, it's not today. Okay, confession, I have a secret. It is 3 o'clock in the morning right now. I couldn't sleep. I don't know what was taking over my brain 5 minutes ago, but I was like, oh, what do you do when you don't sleep? Film a YouTube video, right? So I got ready real quick and I was like, let's do this. I feel like I haven't filmed a story time video in a long time, so why not right now? I wanted to tell you guys a story that I just thought of recently, because I'll tell you why at the end of the story. It'll loop back around. But it's a story about the worst prom date of my entire life. I did a worst date of my entire life. Apparently I should start like a worst dating series. This is the worst prom date I've ever had in my entire life. Thinking about it though, it's the only prom date that I've ever had. So congratulations, date, you made it the worst. Let's just jump right in. So I was dating this guy, I think I was 16 or 17, and was dating this guy. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, I'm probably gonna get lots of flack for this down in the comments. He was a loser. Like, I know he was a loser. I already know that now. Actually knew that then, but at the time I was just like, oh, I just want a boyfriend. Like, everyone else has a boyfriend and I don't. And oh, hot mess. I was just a hot little mess back then. I was just really shy is the thing. I would never say, like, if anyone was being mean to me, I would just kind of like take it. Like, I was one of those kids that I was the smart kid in school, and so everyone would just like steal my homework and copy it, and I would let them. Like, if they were trying to cheat during the test, I would like lean over to let them cheat because I didn't want to get beat up. It doesn't seem like that now. Like, I'm not afraid to speak up these days, but back then when I was younger, I was just like really reserved and shy. So I was dating this guy, we'll call him Jacob, and he wanted to go to prom, and I was like, yes, we can go to prom. Thing is that he didn't want to pay for prom. Not only did he not want to pay for prom, he couldn't pay for prom. He didn't have a job, he didn't care to get a job, he didn't have a car, his parents didn't, like, I don't know, they had all these crazy rules as to what he had to do in order to get a car, so he just never ended up getting one. He never even ended up getting his license. We're 21 now, gonna be 22 soon, and I still am 100% positive that he doesn't have his license. Like, I am telling you, think of the biggest loon you have ever met in your entire life. This is him. So Jacob and I wanted to go to prom, and like I said, he didn't have a car, which is fine. Like, I didn't have a car either, but I had my license, so I could drive my parents' car. So I just like got all dolled up. My mom helped me get all cute for prom, and then this is the awkward part. So you imagine, like, when you're going to your first prom, you imagine like the boy opening the door, and he has flowers, and he has that little arm rose thing, I don't know what it's called, and he comes in and your dad gives him this awkward talk, and you're just so embarrassed, but like you're just getting dolled up and you just need a minute, you can't wait to go to prom. So you go downstairs, you're walking down like this giant staircase with your flowing gown, and yeah, that's not how it happened. I got ready, walked down the hallway, and my parents took pictures on their cell phones of just me, all alone. So that was a bit awkward. Then I got in the car and I drove down to where he was to pick him up. Like, I can't even believe I was picking up my prom date. I just imagined it different in my head, but it was totally fine. I was still gonna make the best of it. So I pull up, trying to like call him and text him to see where he's at, because his parents were, I don't know how to describe them. I just didn't want to go up to the door. So eventually his brother was playing basketball outside, and his brother came up to the car and he was like, are you waiting for Jacob? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, well, he just got in the shower, so what? Yeah, he just got in the shower like, I don't know, a minute or two ago, so do you want to come inside? I was like, no. And I just stayed outside in my car, and then maybe like just a minute or two later, his mom comes strolling out and she was like, "Oh, Olivia, come inside." And I was like, no. Okay. You know, me being reserved Olivia was just like, okay. So I go inside and I'm just like sitting on their couch, and they're the kind of people that they don't care if something's awkward. So we just sat there with no TV on, no music on, no conversation. We just sat there. Oh my gosh, I can't even do that for more than like 3 seconds. It was just the most awkward thing on the face of this planet. So finally I hear him getting out of the shower and I'm like, oh yes, he must be done. Let's get out of here real quick, please. He comes down the hallway and he's like, oh, hey, Olivia. He's still in his towel. Like, get ready. How long does it take you to get ready? I've been here for 25 minutes already. Oh my gosh, this one, I can't even. He's like, I'm just gonna go get ready real quick. Thank you. I'm just gonna go get ready real quick and then I'll be right back. So he does. He's back like another 15 minutes later. The reason I was like silently stressing out during this whole entire time was because we had this dinner to go to. Like, all these people were waiting for us to start this dinner and we still had to drive like 25 minutes to get there. So we needed to get the move on. So he finally comes out. It's been like 30-45 minutes already of awkward staring with his parents. We take a few pictures, get in the car, we drive away. I don't say anything about him like taking a year and a half to get ready. I don't say anything. I'm just like, whatever. Like I said, I was always shy and go with the flow kind of thing. So finally we get to the place we're gonna eat at. We get to their house and everyone's just like waiting for us, even waiting for us to take the pictures and stuff. So we get some dinner because it's getting cold and everyone's just like, this was another kind of awkward side note part. We had assigned seats and so everyone was like eating their food, whatever, getting to know each other, and it was awkward because I don't even know how we were invited there. I don't even know how we were invited, to be quite honest, because I don't think I even knew, like, I knew everyone, but I wasn't friends with, like, any of them. I think it was just because they were all part of our church, and I don't even know. I don't know. But we were there, and it was kind of awkward because we didn't really know anyone, and I didn't really, like, know how to converse those days, so I just, like, sat there, and I'm sure it was fine. Like, I'm sure we talked, but I just remember just, like, being, okay, I don't even know why I'm here. This is extremely awkward. So the awkwardness just about turned up a few notches because then the parents turned on some like music, which was perfectly fine. Then a slow song comes on and one of like the stud buffing guys, he gets up and he grabs his date. He's like, do you want to dance? And she's like, oh yes. So they're slow dancing out in the basketball court, and you have to picture this in your head. This was the most gorgeous place I have ever been to. They have like this huge backyard with this huge outdoor grilling area and like a basketball court and a Ramada thing with like lights hanging down and a golf course and just the sunset with the mountains in the background. It was gorgeous. So everyone is just like being so cute and asking their dates one by one if they want to go dance, and we were all like, oh how cute, it's the prom before the prom. So everyone's dancing with their dates except for me and Jacob, and I was like, hey, do you want to dance? And he was like, probably shouldn't, like the song's almost over. So, and I was like, okay. And so the song ended and another song started and everyone kept dancing, and I was like, we should go dance. And he was like, I'm not really feeling too good, I'm not in the mood. So we were the only ones still sitting there scarfing our food while everyone else was dancing on the dance floor. It was just so embarrassing, and I don't even know why I continued to stay there like lunatic. So after we were finished eating dinner, we all just kind of chit-chatted until it was about time to go. And during this time, I can't even remember how exactly all this happened, but Jacob was like, I think he told me that he didn't feel good, and so he left. Like, he left and just sat in the car for the whole rest of the time, and so no one really noticed he was gone at first. until we started taking pictures. We took pictures of the boys, we took pictures of the girls, and then when it was time to take pictures with your date, I was the only one just standing there, once again, alone for picture time. And they were just like, do you want to call him? Do you want to text him? So I tried, and like he wouldn't answer. I didn't hear back from him. He wouldn't answer nothing. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just like stand here in my awkward presence next to everyone else and their dates. I should have just gone with friends or something, because it wasn't even as if there was, you know, how people go with friends and there's like 3 or 4 other people that don't have a date and it's just whatever, it's fun. No, wasn't like that. Just me, the only one, didn't have a date. Well, I did, but like I might as well have not. So after the whole picture taking fiasco, the guys were like, wait, girls, stay here. We want to do something. Wait outside. So we all go outside and they all leave to their cars, and it was so cute. So these people lived on like all this property, so all the guys took their cars and they like drove around in this big circle. It was like Cinderella or something, like a ball. They drove around this big circle and they got out of their trucks, and then they escorted their lady into their car and then like closed the door for them and everything, and then got back in the truck and drove away to prom. Like it was seriously like a fairy tale. Except for in my occasion, my boyfriend was just sitting out there in the car, and I was trying to text him, let him know like, all right, come back here please, or else this is gonna get real awkward real fast. Yeah, he didn't. I didn't even hear from him back, which was just so annoying at the time. So one by one, the girls are being picked up, and I went and kind of like secretly went over to the moms, and I was like, I don't think he's gonna come. Like, I think he feels sick and I should probably just go. And they were like, no, wait. I was like, I just kept thinking, he doesn't even have his license. Like, I'm sure he could drive across the property back to the doorstep, but he could, but he can't because I have the keys. Yep. I still have the keys. So there was no way that he was coming. So I just like stood there as if, oh, hopefully he'll get here soon. And then I went up to the moms one more time and I told them like, I really don't think he's coming. I should probably just go. And they were like, no, just wait. And so I was like, all right, this is about to get fun. And I don't know what I thought I was waiting for, because obviously he didn't come. And after all the other girls were gone, I told the parents, I was like, look, I have the keys. He's not coming. Like, there's no way for him to get from here to there. And they were like, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Like, I could just tell that they felt so bad for me. Like, I felt bad for me. Prom hadn't even started, and this was the worst night of my entire life already. So I, all by myself, trekked across this huge property because we were the last ones there. We had like the far parking spot. There was like 20 people at this dinner. So we had the far parking spot. So I just like trekked through the cactuses and the dirt and the rocks in my high heels and my prom dress, and I probably looked like a deer that was just learning how to walk. It was just like, oh my gosh, so embarrassing. So I finally get there, I open the door. What's he doing? He's on his phone. And I was like, oh, boy. Just kidding. I actually don't know if I said anything. I just remember him saying, I just got your messages. I was about to call you, sorry. And I was like, it's okay. I don't think we drove down to prom, and I don't think I got mad at him. I don't think I like, not even getting mad at him. I don't even think I told him like, you're being disrespectful right now. I just like dealt with it. And that, to be honest, was how our whole entire relationship was, which totally sucked, but was a good thing because I learned how to like stand my ground because of this one. So yeah, we drove down to prom, and the rest of the prom didn't go very well either. I think we danced with each other maybe 2 times. He was always known, even before I dated him, just to be this huge flirt. Like, every single girl was on his radar, and I just like dealt with it. Now I would be like, bye-bye. But back then I was like, oh, I just want a boyfriend. And everyone thought I was just like the luckiest girl in the world because I got to be with this guy that like everyone was flirting with, and everyone like liked him and stuff like that, which in all reality I wasn't the lucky one because he was also flirting with everyone else, and it was just like a dart on my, no, more like a missile on my self-esteem. So anyways, the rest of prom, we danced maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe 3 is like pushing it, 2 is pushing it. We probably danced like 1 or 2 times, and the rest of the time he just danced with all the other girls. He hung out with them at like the snack eating bar place, and he went and took pictures with them in like the photo booth, and he was just like never around. I just remember the whole time hanging out with my friend, and every once in a while he would come over and be like, do you want to dance? Or I would ask him, do you want to dance? And he'd be like, actually he promised her I would dance with her next. So it was just like horrible. It was the worst prom ever. And then to top it off with like a cherry, my friend probably only, I don't know, I think this was only like 20, maybe 30 minutes into prom, she leaned over to me and she was like, Olivia, I think your period started. What? I had period all over my prom dress. Yeah, that was awkward. And so once again, like I said, I was really shy, and I was like always trying to avoid, like, no eyes on me, trying to like avoid any sort of like attention. And so I didn't leave, which would have been the smart thing to do to really avoid some attention. I just like stuck the back of my dress between my legs and just like held my legs together. The rest of prom, this is horrible. I can't even. The rest of prom, I just like held my dress between my legs so no one would see the spot that had period on it. And I don't know. It was like the worst thing ever. So finally we ended up going home, and I actually didn't even tell my parents about any of, not even like the period thing. I didn't tell them about any of the fiascos that happened that night because they already didn't really like him that much. They were just like kind of confused why I was dating him, and so I didn't want to add fuel to that fire. And yeah, I just kind of told them that like everything was fine and dandy. And so what reminded me of wanting to tell you guys this story was my mom actually found, like, I came home, I shoved the dress in the closet, forgot about it ever since then. When we moved recently, my mom found it in the closet, and I was like, she was like, Olivia, what happened? And I was like, I was too afraid to tell you back then. I'm so sorry. It was just funny. It was just a laughing matter. So what ended up happening with Jacob? I don't even have words. Okay, that's enough about him. Let's end this video real quick. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're still here at the end, comment down below something. I don't know. Just leave me a comment down below letting me know if you like these storytime videos, and subscribe if you're new here. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway soon on my Instagram, so make sure you go down below in the description and check my Instagram out and keep an eye out because I'm gonna be doing a giveaway soon. I love doing giveaways. I'm like borderline obsessed, so you're welcome. All right, I should probably go. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.